What up, what up, what up? What up, everybody? Welcome to the 2019 Music City Open, sponsored by Dynamic Discs. I am Tournament Director Will McCaskill.
I'm Assistant Tournament Director Jay Skinner.
And bringing you for the first time ever, Big Skinny Commentary.
Love it.
Thank you to Howard Disc Golf. Ben and Donovan out of Chattanooga, Tennessee have been bringing you a ton of quality content over the last year, really stepping up their game, and we've got a big treat for you guys today. On your round one FPO lead card coverage, we've got Katrina Allen, Missy Gannon, Lindsay Fish, and Colleen Turner. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look, there's you,
I'm
Jay.
looking forward to it.
There was you.
I saw myself.
And
It's
Dr.
nice.
Hoy.
All right, guys. Well, we got hole one, par 4, 655 feet. Gotta crest the hill to get up to get down, if you will. Big crush off the tee pad here. You want to be just where the drone is flying over right now. That's where you want to be in your landing zone, just so you have an attackable position.
Well, there are differing schools of thought on that, but
you're going to be flying around to the left side here, playing back to the right, getting in this tunnel just here. That'll allow you the access up to the pin. Very tough, very demanding hole to start your day.
Lots and lots of options, lots of choices, but there's trouble anywhere you go.
Got to be on your P's and Q's today, buddy.
Got to be crossing those T's and dotting those I's, Jay.
That's right.
This is the
Shout out to Dr. Hoare,
Assistant
Assistant Tournament Director,
from Milton,
as
Florida,
well as
Lindsay
myself.
Fish.
Look at him go. Lindsay, relatively new face on the touring circuit, but can crush.
Absolutely.
And she
hails from Tallahassee, Florida, I believe, as well.
And spoiler alert, she is really good with a turbo putt.
Nice. Just going to let that one go. Little nose up, but she's going to be just fine right in the middle of the fairway.
I have found that when players play the right side of that fairway, they're gaining distance.
Minnesota,
Absolutely.
Katrina Allen.
The lady with no need for an introduction.
Yeah,
Everybody
who needs
knows
an
Katrina.
introduction? Katrina wins most of the time if she's
Multiple world champion.
Yes. Two-time, I think, world champion.
I believe so.
Yep.
Very lucky to have her here at the Music City Open
Absolutely.
this year.
And she's a joy.
Let's see how she's going to attack this first hole.
She really enjoyed this course, as you will be able to see from her level of play.
Little hyzer flip up to the right. Looks like she got a little bit more than she wanted. But
this is kind of what I was saying. Is the obvious play is to the left, but there are gaps through those trees that might give you a little bit more of a closer approach. I don't know.
Sure. Those gaps are there, a little lower percentage.
Yeah, Missy Gannon. Also, it was my first time meeting her at the Music City Open this year, and she is a little ray of sunshine. She is
absolute delight.
One of the most awesome people I've ever met, and maybe my new favorite disc golfer. But she can crush as well.
Looks like she's going to attack this with a little bit of a Anheuser Flex, just a little bit too much on it.
I think right now
From Maryville, Tennessee.
there's Colleen
Turner.
our homie to the east. Yep. I think everybody's trying to play the right side and biting off a little bit more than they anticipated. I think that's what's kind of happening.
It's the first round, first hole jitters. Colleen with a big sidearm, flips it up. Now, if that gets back right, she'll be just fine.
Think of the amount of area she covered with that throw.
Absolutely. Couldn't tell quite where she landed. Yeah, Missy with her second.
Wide left. Over kind of close to where hole one's basket was last year. Colleen. Not Colleen.
She's going to have to try to fight through those trees. I think it's going to drop her straight down.
Yeah, and she's looking right up the hill at the basket.
And if you didn't notice, there is an airport very close by, so... With the sidearm a little more left, it's got an attacking tunnel there. You can actually get to the basket from that position, but she won't have much of a run-up, especially in that thick grass.
Yeah, Lindsay got a little bit of a hold of that, but she's still looking at the basket. So.
Okay, there's Colleen. That was a really good tee shot.
Yeah.
Second shot, and that's where you want to be, right there on your second shot. That's the tunnel entrance there to get to the pin. Looks like she's going to
nice
have a big hyzer over the top here. Oh, yeah. See if she gets it. Lindsay coming up with her third.
That stuff she's standing in is probably full of briars and stickers.
Yeah,
so,
no run up there, not without scratching your legs.
Yeah, the footing is uncertain at best. But she placed it nicely. Yeah, she's looking at a putt.
With the sidearm from Missy here. And you know, you like to see this with any player, but she's got a very versatile game, backhand, sidearm.
Missy's so
It's
accurate.
a really joy to watch.
Yeah.
Calling with the sidearm here, approach.
Also got to look at a nice putt.
Absolutely. Making quick work of hole 1 here.
I'm always impressed by how the women play our courses, man.
Much better than I do most of the time.
We kind of assumed falsely that based on how the women were playing the course in the first few rounds that...
Oh, whoa. Pulling out the turbo.
Yeah, see? This is what I'm saying. Boom.
Wow. Great putt there with a turbo.
I always love seeing somebody that's really proficient at an unconventional technique like that.
My motto is you go with what works. Colleen tapping in with her par. Quick cleanup from the rest of the crew here.
Making nice work of the hole. And moving on to hole 2.
What do you have for him, Will?
Man, this is a really fun shot. This is 345 feet. It is an island hole. You can see the island itself is separated by the dynamic disc barrier and framed by the cart path, which wraps around. Drop zone is at the right side of the barrier on the cart path, but you have a look to either side for if you're a lefty or a sidearm thrower or a backhand thrower. There is an up the gut route, but the back end plays pretty greasy. It's kind of dangerous.
Very reachable pin.
Yeah, it's a very reachable pin, but you don't want to put too much mustard on it and end up skipping out the back. But let's see what Lindsay's got for us taking over the card.
She's going to play the outside hyzer.
That's looking pretty good.
Let's see if it... Don't watch that skip.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, absolutely. She's giving herself a great little putt.
Katrina lining up for a backhand. Looks like a mid-range.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you the disc they were throwing, but I just don't know.
Did you see that come down?
I think it came down a little short of the trees. I think she left herself quite a bit of a putt to try to get that too.
Missy playing wide right.
And that seemed to be...
This seems to pay off. Yep.
I was going to say, that seemed to be a lot of the optimal route was to get the big, wide right side hyzer and crash it just before the trees. Colleen's going to go big sidearm.
I love watching Colleen throw because she usually has such a finesse sidearm.
Just turns it over a little bit.
Yeah, she put a little bit too much roll on her wrist on that one.
And what's unique about this is no matter where your drive went OB, you do have to go back to the drop zone. So instead of playing from where you went OB, you got to go back to the drop zone. It makes the hole a little bit more difficult and makes you really want to nail that tee shot even more.
Cat taking a knee.
Just off to her left side there.
Just a little soft.
Let's see if Lindsay Fish can capitalize for the birdie.
Man.
Just a smidge short. You got to think hole 2. Still trying to get those jitters out.
Well, no matter where you're putting from on that hole, you've got OB staring you right in the face.
Absolutely, yeah. That OB is not far off. Less than circle's edge.
Missy putts, though. Missy got putts for days.
Very nice, too, from Missy there.
Yeah.
She's going to take a one-stroke lead over the field, I believe, here.
Yeah, and that one stroke is going to be hard contested over the next several holes, as you will. Spoiler alert.
Well, out here at Ravenwood, where the birdies are at, you need to get those. If you want to score, you have to have those birdies on the holes that are there for you to birdie.
Absolutely.
Colleen with a nice putt there for par. Or, no, excuse me, bogey. She did have to go to the drop zone. Cat cleaning up her par.
Bunch of nice little tappers.
Yeah, and Lindsay will tap out here.
Taparoo.
Be flowing into hole 3 in a second. Ladies really making quick work of the first 2 holes here.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we kind of got an idea that the rounds were going to be way shorter than we had originally projected because the women were tearing through it. But as soon as men got on the field, it slowed way down. What's up with hole 3, Jay?
Crusher. All the way.
Throw hard 3 times.
Absolutely. Not much danger to worry about. This is a par 4, 634 feet. You got OB on the left side cart path and OB on the right side cart path. The danger is really where the cart path comes behind the basket and is left about 35, 40 feet off the basket's back edge. You're going to want to crush it. There's an open hyzer route to the right side, and then if you have a big sidearm, you have the left route all day. You're going to see a lot of these women play up to the middle of the fairway to get that attacking position coming into the basket on their second shot.
Yeah, from the tee, you're really just trying to get as much distance as you can.
And Missy, fresh overtaking the box, crushes the hyzer flip out to the right side. That's going to be exactly where she wants to be. She really got a hold of that one.
That's looking pretty good. I'll take that.
And Lindsay crushing it out there. Little nose up. She's going to finish just left side of the fairway.
Still got
right
a
there.
great look.
Absolutely. See if Kat takes advantage of her arm here.
Oh, well, yeah. It's
Definitely
always fun to watch
crushes out.
Kat throw in an open field.
Big
Get
eyes
away
reflex,
from
get
that
off of the
tree, girl.
yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks.
She's fine.
Yeah, it's still a great position, but
Sure.
just disappointing.
Big sidearm. A little bit more than she wanted. A little bit of a cut roll out, but she's going to be just fine. She should be able to have that angle out to the left side still.
Yeah.
See if she opts for that.
You'll see her kind of tune in. See,
There's
Yeah.
one. That needs to get down, though, in a hurry. Caught that tree, and I think that tree
She's
helped her
safe.
out a little bit there.
yeah, Colleen is a great sidearm thrower. She
Tough
struggles
fly here after the big drive.
Yeah, she struggled a few times here at the beginning of this round, but
Left that a little short. That's going to be a tester.
that's also going
Missy
to be a
there.
little bit tough. Lindsay coming in for
Then
2.
I believe this will be her first sidearm as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but she is fully capable.
Proving she's very
Yep.
versatile. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Just drop it right there on the pole.
she's a heck of a golfer, dude. I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you.
Katrina often for the sidearm as well.
Yeah, and this is a shot that she's very comfortable with.
And it's a super smart play on both ladies' sides. Just the little flick up keeps you
There's
safe
another
from the
airplane.
OB.
Missy almost knocking it down.
Trying to save that 3, just a little tall.
Very nice bid.
Calling from the OB, or no, just off the OB. She was safe for
Yeah, she was
shot.
barely safe. Yep.
See if she can hit this. Just a little wide right. She's going to dial that in here in a second.
And Kat knocking down her birdie. Good morning. Good morning, Katrina.
Her birdie 3 there. Colleen's par putt here. Beautiful.
Nicely done. Cleaning up, cleaning house.
Yeah, I don't want to take any of those putts for granted at all.
Yeah, I mean, look at the competition. You lose one
Back
stroke.
to the turbo. This seems to be a regular thing. I wonder if this is her inside circle putting style.
She doesn't always do it, but I've found that when she does,
It works out well.
she has great success. It's fun to watch. I love people that turbo putt well. It's just fun to watch.
And Missy cleaning up her par, but giving up a stroke to Katrina. Knocking
Well,
things up at 1 under.
Yeah, they're both hanging out at 1 under. So right here we've got hole 4. This is a tricky one and one of my favorite holes on the course. To start out, you've got to clear about 360 feet-ish to get to the landing zone through this tunnel.
Very tight gap.
Yeah, very tight gap. Lots of guardian trees. No OB to speak of except the cart path way off in the distance. But as soon as you come out into this landing zone in the open, you've got to turn immediately to your right and go uphill all the way to another natural obstruction and into a little nook on the right side. So that's a par 5, 686 feet.
And that 686 is is a lot.
Well, the second half
uphill
of it
shot.
plays like twice that.
I was going to say, that's a lot of uphill shot just to the wood's edge here.
Yeah.
And Lindsay actually taking her birdie on that and tying things up with Katrina and Missy. I don't know how I missed that. Just turns that over. If she gets a kick. Oh, wow. Absolutely.
That
Right in the
is
fairway.
that's not an undesirable place to be.
No, it is not.
Katrina just barely
Clipping
barely
the-
nicking the side of that
Flipping
tree.
the one tree you really have to beat on this hole, especially if you're
It's one of those ones that you almost aim for to
that hyzer
hope you
flip.
miss. Missy also lining up a backhand and
Goes a
riding that
little
right
right.
side. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, knocked her down.
Still, not the worst position you could be in on this hole.
I mean, you're gonna have to throw a dramatic turn either way. Colleen with her signature forehand, and it looks like she is
Here's
in
the
the
gap.
ideal, well, almost the ideal place.
Here's the gap, but she finds herself a little right.
Outdrove everybody on the card.
Katrina, just a turnover, and that's a very, very common.
And that is
common
exactly
play.
where you want to be.
You just want to get out and up from there, especially if you hit early. Try to get up and down and save that par.
Missy on some questionable footing, but a nice rip. And she's pretty prime in the landing zone.
Absolutely. And if you guys don't know, that stance with your back turned to the basket, that's not an easy shot to pull off. With the sidearm from Lindsay, gonna get up, and that's a very smart play. Trying to get as right as much as you can. Try to shorten up that third shot.
Yeah, the sidearm doesn't give you a whole lot of opportunity to climb upward right there. There's not a lot of skip you're going to get.
Yeah, as you can see there with Colleen.
Colleen trying to throw
You
that
have to
sidearm.
put a lot
Yeah.
of height on that, or you just end up with the straight shot. Missy with the big anhyzer, trying to get around as much as she can. She's going to give herself a look. It'll be a long look, but a look nonetheless. Colleen leaves herself a little short.
Yeah, she's got a bid for a long putt. So,
See if Katrina Allen can capitalize on her good positioning. She opts for the big anhyzer. That doesn't look like it's going to get over as much as she wanted, but that'll actually allow you, being on the top of the hill, to come in
she's not far out. That's Katrina range.
with the downhill putt.
Yeah. Lindsay lining up for the sidearm. And that looks tasty.
A little short.
A little
and
short.
Just
yeah.
as we were saying earlier, that hill, when it says 250 from the basket, it plays 325 every bit.
Yeah.
Colleen with the sidearm sit.
Great bid.
Absolutely. Missy, about 100 out. Puts it
Right
nice.
under it.
Should be able to tap
Yeah,
right
very
into the
nice.
bar. Lindsay has a nice bid. Takes a run, just a little right, a little tall.
A little strong. With the
Katrina's got
nose
a look
angle.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, that downhill putt with those woods behind, I was going to say it's risky. It's not an OB, but it is definitely
Well,
risky.
you're not trying to spin putt directly at it. You're trying to give it a little loft and sink it right in because you don't want to go into any further than where Colleen is. But
A tester for Colleen.
nice putt. Clean and a rip.
Still staying strong, holding her on right there at +1. Missy holding her on her par as well. And you know, and a par is
Yeah, Missy and Kat and
whole 4 par
Lindsay,
is a
I think,
great
are all
score.
under one under right now.
I don't think you're going to see
par.
many birdies on hole 4. It's a very tough hole.
I mean, it's a lot of these holes you just have to really, really hope that you can throw far and accurate on a consistent level.
They make quick work, all pars. Impressive. Shout out to Music City
Yeah,
Disc
shout
Golf
out to
media team.
MusicCityDiscGolf.com and the media team. Yeah.
Putting together that commercial. That was rad.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I like that. Hole 5, we have a 647-foot par 4. This is going to play out of the woods, uphill slightly. And what you're going to want to do is place
Slightly.
a little bit more than slightly.
Way to the left.
You're going
and
to
then
want to
back
place
down
a
again.
big hyzer, possibly something that could stand up and flex, just to bite off some of the distance. Because once you get to the top of the hill, you still have at least 350 feet to go uphill, and a slight bit of Annie to the right side here. Back down the hill will finish that off. Another technical placement shot is very important. Par 4.
Absolutely. And there is a nasty jungle on the right.
Yeah,
That's OB.
The big, thick, straight stuff you can actually see from the pad, that's
Yeah.
OB.
Yeah.
And it comes up a lot quicker than you think.
And you don't want to have to go in there looking for a disc. Lindsay crushing it, and
Big hyzer, and you kind of expect that because that is the optimal play. Get as close as you can
Yeah, that's
to the
safe.
cart path,
Yeah.
and then your second shot's where you're going to capitalize.
it's a pretty steep uphill grade. Katrina also trying to take advantage of that big hyzer, and that's a great throw. A very optimal place to be.
This is one of those holes that being far straight is not as important as being left.
Absolutely, because you still have a big flex around the edge of that jungle
And
island.
Missy with a great shot there.
Well, yeah, everybody's all in a row.
Nice turnover sidearm from Colleen.
Yep, she's right out there. It's a blind shot, so you've got to crest that hill, and that's what I'm talking about. Is Colleen can really, when she focuses, she can really get the right angle on that. She'll be looking at the basket from there.
Lindsay opts for the hyzer flex. Hyzer flex Annie. If that gets back, she's going to be parked. Very
nice.
close. A little bit short. Looks like there's about 40, 45 feet left.
A rocket from Katrina.
Absolutely. Katrina's lie was very optimal there. She was taller up on the
Yep,
hill,
and
which
she's-
is that left side there.
She's
which allows
definitely
you
within her
a
range right there.
straighter shot at it for your second
Yeah.
shot. Missy, on the other hand, is further down to the bottom and more straight off the tee pad, so she's going to have to throw more of an Annie shot to get around to it.
And that one looked like it hooked up a little bit more than she hoped it would.
That's that uphill.
Yep.
Colleen for her third. Beautiful finesse.
Yeah, dude, what I'm saying, she's got a touch on her sidearms. I know everybody thought I was talking smack earlier, but she's really good with that sidearm.
Missy going to opt for the jump putt. Giving herself a bid. Not a bad bid.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, she's under it.
A little short. Tapping in for par. And these ladies are really playing smart, technical golf. Getting their pars, not giving up too much, getting the birdies where they come. And that first round, that's what you have to do. Set the pace.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Katrina, a little
Oh,
uncharacteristic
don't do that.
there.
Oh, don't do that.
And she's
Why?
punished for it all the way to the OB. That's going to give a couple strokes back.
Oh, man.
And she's going to opt
Yeah.
for the smart play here and take
She's
her
going to take
shot
her stroke.
from her previous lie. I bet she cans it.
Boom.
Great recovery. And for all you AMs out there, you do, if you didn't know this, you can always
Reverse along the line of play as
Yep,
far back
play your
as you
previous
want
lie.
at a stroke.
Colleen for her par.
And she can putt too. Missy cleaning up her par.
And all these,
Boom.
all the ladies gaining a stroke on Katrina there with that uncharacteristic first attempt.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot to Kat.
No. I wonder if she maybe just had a little bit of sweat. It's starting to get later in the
Oh,
morning.
dude,
and
it was
that
unbearable.
heat and that humidity are starting to really climb.
Rivulets of sweat
And of course,
running
you know the
down
future
your
card
arm
tees
onto
off
your
last.
hand.
Hole 6, Will.
Hole 6.
What do you have?
So this one is interesting because you would think it's one of the little breaks that you get on the course, being that it's only 332 feet. It's a par 3, but we call this little low hanger the bonsai branch on the right, and it really limits your accessibility to the green.
There was actually quite a bit of time and thought put into keeping that branch or taking it out.
Absolutely. So you do have a big sidearm route around the tree, or you can run it up the gut and get over or under. I saw Logan Bowers almost ace this, but if he had gone any higher, he would have hit the branch. If he had gone lower, he would have hit the cage.
Lindsay opted for the flex sidearm. You do have to be careful because that right side brush, as in the previous hole, is all OB.
It is all OB, yes, but she's right under bonsai branch.
Yep.
Missy also running the gut. Backhand,
nice.
That's looking really, really good.
A little more high. Looks like she caught a pine cone there.
So she's under the high side of the bonsai branch. She's got a good look at a long putt for a birdie. Colleen definitely using that sidearm.
To her advantage.
Oh, no.
Just a little right.
That
I'm
hurts.
telling you, that humidity when it builds up.
Dang, you could see the whole jungle rippled when she went in.
Yeah.
That was rough. And that is pretty nice.
That's pretty much the optimal
That's
play. Just
pretty
a flat
much what you
line
want to
hyzer.
do right there.
And you saw with Colleen.
Always
shot,
be yourself, but if you can be Katrina Allen, be Katrina Allen.
I like that. You saw with Colleen's shot there, it's going to become more and more critical that you keep your hands dry.
Yeah,
for those type of
absolutely.
shots.
You got to have extra towels, birdie bags, whale
Should be
sacks.
covered nicely
I
there.
prefer whale sacks. I don't know about anybody else. Just my thing.
Missy with her look for bird.
Dude, such a good run.
Beautiful form, just a little bit left. Under the bonsai with the straddle.
It seems like there's a lead weight on the front of her disc when she does that little loft putt.
Colleen. Just left side, and that's a heartbreaker after the OB. You know she wanted that
But,
putt
you know,
just to
if you
keep-
look at the statistical spread on all these holes, hole 6, I would have anticipated more birdies on this than there actually were.
It's not an easy hole.
It's not.
Missy with a little tester for her par. Must have rolled away a little bit on that birdie attempt. Absolutely.
drills it.
Took her time,
Boom.
composed herself, and nailed that par. Give it back, Chains.
Got all wrapped up in there.
Lindsay going to clean up here as well. Turbo.
Seems like something she's pretty comfortable with. So.
Absolutely. Don't see that often. I don't think I've seen any of the ladies field do the turbo or have a turbo putt in the arsenal, and if they do, they not on a regular basis.
Yeah, definitely not more than once in a while, but looks like
Katrina getting that stroke back, getting the
a few
birdie
pars.
here.
Yeah, so hole 7.
Hole 7 is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot. You have the whole right side fairway, 587 feet, par 4. Left side is all rough. You don't want to be over there. However, if you end up left, you still have a little bit of a look up to the basket. However, there's a cart path over there on that left side, so you don't want to go too far left.
Absolutely.
The optimal play are going to be 2 big hyzers out into the middle of the second landing zone here. As you can see, it pinches down right here in the center. But this second landing zone here is the optimal position for that second shot, and that's going to leave you attackable to get up and down for that birdie.
As long as you can get around these 3 big, beefy guardian trees, there's also a big hole in the ground that is marked in front of them. But if you can get through there, you know, you've got a pretty wide open look, even if you get in the tall grass.
And those trees are there to kind of give you that risk-reward factor to it.
Is that why they're there? Did you put them there?
No, but that's where we put the position of the pin.
Okay.
It's because of those trees. Perhaps I said that in
wonder
reverse
who
order.
put them there.
Katrina pulling something out just a little right. She's
Oh,
gonna
trying
find
to
that
kill
rough.
Donovan.
She's going to find the rough on that right side. Not much of a run up, but should still be okay. Lindsay also a little bit more height on that one. It's going to pull it left. This is what I was talking about on that left side. If you find yourself there with those trees, you can really cut your angle down.
Yeah, because you got a low ceiling. before you can get any kind of height.
Missy flatlining. Also going to find herself on that left side.
Now, there are options because there are gaps between the trees, so they could sidearm left, around, and over the cart path and skip back in. It's an option.
Colleen with a beautiful sidearm right in the middle of the fairway. She's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, for sure.
And another beauty from Colleen. Fairway to fairway.
Yep. Right where she wants to
Missy
be.
on this left side here, going to pull with the Annie. Just trying to get it up top.
That's a great throw.
It's a wonderful throw in the positioning that she had. She had no other choice but to go.
She's got a
Annie.
look.
Lindsay with the cutoff look as well. Also opting Annie.
Doing a very similar thing.
Absolutely. They're going to have
Sacrificed a run
birdie.
up for her kind of iffy footing.
And this is what I'm
lost
talking
a
about with
little
that tall
distance,
grass.
Yeah.
And she's going to go for the run up.
Katrina ain't scared. And that's why she wins.
Capitalizes on
How
that.
do you... Yeah. What?
Colleen a little bit early on the release.
Yeah, but she's right there with the putt, so... Lindsay lining up.
Just a little left. That was
I
probably
wish I
what,
knew what she
60,
was
70.
putting with, yeah.
For her birdie look for Missy here. Big straddle.
Man.
Calling in for her par save. Just a smidge short. She wanted that one.
Nice putt for Missy. You could hear Dr. Hoy shouting out Logan Bowers' tee time in the background.
I did hear that as well.
Katrina
for
cleaning
her
up.
birdie.
Yeah.
Making hole 7 look absolutely easy.
Posterizing it. Just making it like, here's an example of how you want to play disc golf. Hole 7 at Ravenwood by Katrina Allen.
She basically just put her signature on it and walked off.
Yeah. I mean, obviously she's not a vandal. Oh, what's up, Katrina? How you doing?
Shout out for the cooling
Sup,
tower
girl?
there. I think she realized she was in view after she turned and looked the other way.
Yeah, but she held her ground like a pro.
That's right.
Yeah.
No movement during the putt.
Yep.
Moving on. Shout out to our boys at Full Flight.
Heck yeah,
love,
dude.
Love that harmonica. The old
Yeah.
mouth harp.
Chris and Caitlin, we love you guys. Yeah, hole 8. This one is squirrely. You are in a narrow fairway. You've got OB cart path right and left, and they pinch together about 400 feet down the fairway.
About
and
where
then-
your disc is going to land.
About where you're going to land, and then they open back up and heading down to a really dangerous pin position on a mound with rollaways to all sides. So,
OB behind as well.
yeah, OB behind as well. The cart path does wrap around. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. This is a 610-foot par 4. Man.
One of the most technical holes on the course.
Yeah, you're kind of forced to decide whether you're going to lay up before the pinch point or you're going to gun it and try to get past it.
This one has some scoring separation for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
And if you guys notice those stakes in the ground, we didn't address this earlier, but if there's a red stake in the ground, you're about 250 feet from the pin.
Yeah.
If you see a gold stake or yellow, you're 500 feet from the pin. So if you
Yep.
guys see those in the coverage, those are what those stakes are for. Just a little visual for these guys to kind of tell how far out they are.
Nobody knew about it, but you're welcome.
Little touches we add.
Yeah.
Lindsay here, first off the tee, opting big hyzer. I've seen that play. That's a very common play. You just want to throw the hyzer to get back in and get to that first
Right.
initial landing zone. Looks like Missy's going to opt for the same as well.
I mean, those are solid golf shots. That's where you want to be.
Absolutely. Colleen with the sidearm out and over the OB. Handles
And
no
she's
problem.
looking great. She's in prime position for another sidearm, for sure.
Lindsay with her second. Out and
Crushed
over
it.
the hyzer.
Did
Now
you hear it coming out of her hand? It was
I
like
heard that snap.
whoosh.
She actually told me during one of the, I think it was second or third round, that she loved the course because she liked to throw far.
Yeah.
And so that course is very conducive for her game.
Katrina also had a similar sentiment.
Our ladies' field was packed with big gunners, just like Colleen with a nice crush on the sidearm here.
Yeah, they're all getting down there.
Very awkward lie. Ooh, just pulled. Did she nip that tree?
I don't know.
If she did, it didn't seem to have
No, she
hurt,
made-
or maybe it helped. Who knows? But
Yeah.
that's a great shot. Very awkward. As I said before, that back to your pin shot is no easy feat. Missy going big. Hyzer. Gonna need to get left.
Oh, it's looking good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she can put that.
That's in the circle, sure, for sure.
It's an A circle.
Ooh. I'm going on a limb here and say she was not meaning to do that. Can she save the par?
Man,
Lindsay?
look at the focus on Lindsay Fish. And what a bid.
Just right.
I love how she stands her ground. She doesn't
I could train
step
it for
flat.
birdie here. Oh, a smidge low. That mound really makes that putt difficult.
That is disappointing.
You may not be able to tell from the camera, but that is definitely a good 7 to 8 feet
Oh, yeah.
above you from the bottom of that hill. Missy to gain a stroke. And she capitalized.
Nice putt, Missy.
Huge there from Missy.
Slammed.
As we were saying, you have to get those birdies where you get them.
Yeah,
Capitalize on all the holes.
there aren't many opportunities on this
No.
course.
And again with a wonderful airplane.
Yeah, all kinds of different aircraft. I think that was a Cessna.
I was going to say, that definitely was a twin prop.
That
of
was
some
a
kind.
private plane for sure. Cat cleaning up, Lindsay cleaning up.
Moving on.
Lovely.
Making hole 8 look way easier than it actually
way
played.
easier than it ever was for us. A whole 9.
Speaking of holes that may look easy but are not,
Take
Hole
2 holes
9.
from last year, put them together, and you got hole 9.
792 foot par 5. This is a crush uphill. Your ideal play is going to be right or left of this big pine tree you see on your right side. Competitors are more likely to take that hyzer flex line or the big sidearm up to the top. If you can get to the top, you'll have an open look from about 500 feet out.
Yeah. But you still
to
got to
get
go
down.
all the way back down the hill.
I was just getting there. As soon as you pass the second pine tree on the hill, you do drop a little bit. Not a big drop, but you do gain some altitude, if you will. And that's going to nestle you right up just behind this
It's
clumping
not
of
the
trees.
drone flying slow. It's that this hole is actually this long.
Yeah. And when it says 792, you might as well chalk it up to 900 because the uphill in the beginning is a crush. Competitors are going to be doing very well to get their 4s here. I'm expecting a lot of 5s, but let's see if these ladies can handle it. They've been making quick work of the front 8. See if they can capitalize on this.
And the
last
shade
and
is
final
your
hole on the
reward.
front.
If you make it all the way there, you get to stand in the shade.
And Missy with the only bird last round. Taking the box. Pressing something up. That's going to be
Money.
just shy of the
That's
crest
exactly
of the
where you
hill.
want to be. Wide open look down that left side of the fairway.
Is that the Katrina's got the headphones in now? Getting to that focus golf. She's opting for the right side hyzer line around that tree. Typically,
That's
I
fine.
feel like that's the more common play is that right side,
Yeah,
but it's all about the arm.
for sure.
Lindsay opting for
Lindsay
the left
splitting
side,
the difference
Absolutely.
and also finding herself in great positioning.
just on the fairway's edge.
Yep.
Colleen, big crush with the sidearm up the hill. just a little left, but that's
she's right there with her. Yeah.
Going with a standstill, and that's probably wise because there's not much run up. And she's going to crest that hill. As you can see, that hill, losing the hill definitely helped her gain a little bit there. That low shot. And Lindsay actually pulling this over to the right.
Oh, man. That low branch got her.
She definitely grip locked it on there. I know that wasn't what she was intending to do.
Missy crushing it.
That is going to be nice. Up to just shy of the 250 mark. As you can see, 2 big shots and you're still not 250.
Yeah.
Let's see what Katrina has forward. Going out and over the rough stuff, trying to get back to that fairway. Did she get left of the cart path? Because the cart path is OB. Lindsay taking the... Oh, great kick there from the trees. That right side play gets you straight up to the basket, but you definitely don't want to get caught in those. And it looks like she stays safe here on that. Her last shot. Stand still again from the rough, which is a Central Coast commonly referred to.
Very nice.
That Tennessee rough.
That Tennessee rough. That ain't just rough. It's like real rough.
Absolutely. Missy from about 280. That just lays it right up. Should have a nice and easy tap in. Lindsay after the great kick out of the trees there. Left herself a tester.
Yeah. Oh, man, Colleen. That's rough.
That tree is a lot wider than it looks on camera. And you can see kind of there how it forced her shot and forced her to have to go a little more right than she probably wanted to. You really got to get down on that disc to get that left side play. Sells it a bit high. You can see maybe a little frustration working. 2 good shots and then ended up behind that
Another turbo
shrub.
putt from Lindsay.
A little longer than her previous. Cans it.
Never misses, dude.
That's
What?
awesome. That was definitely circle's edge.
Go Lindsay.
Love seeing the turbo.
Yeah, it's just a baller move.
Colleen here. Trying to clean up hole 9.
Smash!
Definitely not the way she drew it up.
She's
to
got to
play hole
have
9.
like an 88% circle 1 putting percentage.
Missy to gain another stroke here.
Boom!
And Missy really coming to life here, feeling it. Shaking the jitters, getting warmed up. Coming into hole 9. Tap Katrina. Also going 3 down through the front 9.
Jeez.
As you can see, as the story unfolds, got a
Did somebody say this course was too hard?
Ask the ladies. They made quick work of it.
I don't know.
That's
pretty
it,
easy.
Will.
Yeah.
That's our front 9.
That's the front 9. Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to Howard Disc Golf. Thank you to all the ladies that came out to play the Music City Open. We will be joining you once again for the back
round
9.
2. Or, excuse me, the
Not
back
round
9
2.
of round
Yeah,
1.
the back 9. And, yeah, stay tuned.
We'll catch you on the flip.
Pip.